All right, here we go. It's that time of year again, the absolute best time, when basketball fans everywhere take on the near impossible quest for the perfect bracket. Today, we're going to break down a strategy guide that's built to give you a real, data-driven edge and help turn your wild guesses into some seriously smart picks. So, is it? That's the question on everyone's mind, isn't it? The pressure is on, your office pool is probably already buzzing, and everyone is hunting for that little bit of an advantage. It's more than a game, it's a tradition, a huge challenge, and for one amazing month, it's pretty much a national obsession. And yeah, madness is definitely the right word. You know what I'm talking about. You're just swimming in stats, so-called expert predictions, and non-stop upset alerts. The real trick isn't just picking teams, it's trying to find the actual useful signal in all of that noise. So how do you make choices you feel good about instead of just, throwing a dart at a board?
Well, that is exactly where the Yahoo Sports Tournament Strategy Guide comes into play. Think of it as your secret weapon, a framework designed to help you slice right through all that noise and go from pure guesswork to a legit calculated strategy.
So what does it actually do? Its whole job is to be your filter. It takes that giant flood of information that's coming at you from all sides and boils it down into focused, reliable insights that you can actually use to build a much stronger bracket. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. How does this thing actually help you win? Because it's not just a bunch of articles, it's a full-on toolkit. So let's pop the hood and break down the specific features that are going to help you make smarter picks. It really all comes down to a super simple three-step path. First, you get your foundation with trusted coverage. Then you dig a layer deeper with some really cool interactive tools. And finally, you make your picks, but this time with a whole lot more confidence. Let's start with step one, getting that core info. Now, when we say trusted coverage, we're talking about way more than just headlines. It means you get all the latest news, detailed rankings, and super sharp analysis. For example, you might get a hot tip from an expert that says, hey, keep an eye on teams that finish the season on a hot streak, even if their ranking isn't top tier. Getting that kind of intel all in one spot is how you build your bracket on a rock-solid foundation.
Okay, now this is where things get really cool and innovative.
Going a layer deeper means you're not just reading stuff, you're actively playing with the data. You could use a tool like Chat with the Notebook to literally ask it specific questions, like, hey, which number 12 seeds are absolute beasts on defense? It lets you follow your own gut feelings and really personalize your research. All right, so you've done your homework, you've used the tools, you've crunched the numbers, and your bracket is locked and loaded, you think it's a winner. So, now what? Well, now it's time to put all that hard work to the ultimate test. And this is the arena. Yahoo Fantasy Bracket Mayhem is where you can take your masterpiece of a bracket and compete against your friends, your family, your coworkers, basically fans all over the country. This is where your perfectly crafted strategy meets cold, hard reality. And listen, here's a crucial tip. Just building the bracket is only the beginning. This tournament is a wild ride, an unexpected injury, a player who suddenly can't miss a shot. Anything can change everything in an instant. Staying plugged into Yahoo Sports all month long is key to understanding if your bracket is booming or if it's completely busted. Let's be real for a second. While winging a little cash is always nice, there is a much more valuable prize at stake here. We're talking about the ultimate goal, the real reason every single one of us fills out a bracket every year. This right here is what it's all about. It's about that sweet, satisfying victory of getting to remind your friends for an entire year that you were the one who conquered the madness. Now that is the real championship. So, as we wrap this up, I'm just going to leave you with this one thought. When you're armed with the right tools and a smart strategy, that dream of a winning bracket is suddenly way closer than you think. It's totally within reach. So the only question left to ask yourself is this your year?